Okay. So I need to drive the computer and okay, gotcha. Multitasking. So basically, does anyone know this guy, Pete Levels? Levels.io? Okay, we got one. All right. So he's probably best known for popularizing the digital nomad movement, and he's a founder, and he's very big on bootstrapping, very anti-VC, and we've been kind of internet friends for like 10 plus years. Look, basically, he's been on a diet, couldn't figure out what it was, so I got Claude the other day to go and read his tweets from the past few years and reverse engineer the diet, and it built it into a bunch of rules, and I thought, hey, why don't I turn this into an app? So the big unlock for me was that I've been iterating with these models for years, and then I always kind of give up, or the models give up on me, and they never kind of got there, to get a product that's good enough to launch, in my opinion. But this time Fable was different. So this was about 2.5 weeks ago. So I started on this, and Fable kind of almost one-shotted in the first iteration. And I concur with everything Marcus said about do little loops, try a bit, get feedback. Don't leave it, let it go off for 12, 24 hours, and then you come back, and then it's not what you want. But to that, I did actually ask Kimmy. I said, hey, would you prefer this one feature at a time, or would you prefer it in batches? And Kimmy said, actually, I prefer it in batches. So Kimmy likes it in batches. So to answer your question, what did Fable build for me? So this is called Wouldpieteat, and it's Pete the Dutch, P-I-E-T. So basically, it's what it does is it's put computer vision in, and you you basically take a picture of some food, your dish, and it gives a rating against the diet out of 100, and it's either classifies it either Pete would eat, Pete would not eat, or cheat meal only. So and I basically built it for me. For this diet that I'm on, and it's going really well. It's basically a whole foods diet, just nothing processed. So protein and lots of vegetables, so which is awesome. So I'll just do a quick demo. And this I mostly use this in the supermarket. So drop a food photo here. So we'll try. I've got this is a picture of a Big Mac. Oh, sorry, mate. So it feeds it into the model. I'm not a computer vision specialist. This is all just magic to me. Okay, and it gives a score. It tells you all the ingredients that are in it. And then I built a bunch for virality. I'm a marketer by trade. I do growth. So I added in a lot of sharing stuff, and I built a little leaderboard as well. And it places it. There's a top 10 and a bottom 10. So you can kind of go and brag to your mates, and then I made it really easy to share as Instagram stories and stuff like that. And I sent it to Pete, and he loved it. He tweeted it to his 1 million followers, and I got 4,000 visitors in a few hours. And this all happened in the space of maybe 48 hours. However, and I'm kind of losing interest in that project, but so. While I was waiting for Claude to iterate, so I'm struggling here. I do not know how to. Yeah, I'm terrible with computers. Sorry. Do you want to open up Hornet? So while I was waiting for Claude to iterate, I got bored, and Kimmy 3 came out, and I go, why don't I try that? So I just so for Claude I was using Claude Code, but for Kimmy 3 I just couldn't be bothered. So I'm just raw dogging the browser interface. No skills, no nothing like that. I just hey, there's this very specific flight sim game that was only on the Commodore Amiga in 1988, which I really loved. Can you go do some kind of clone of that? And so basically, I ended up Kimmy ended up I was teaching it to use a 1980s era Commodore Amiga 500. So it got the emulator up, and then I found a ROM, an ADF file for it, which is the equivalent of putting a virtual floppy disk in the 80s from 1988, and then it promptly cracked. I think in 2 minutes it cracked the 1980s era copy protection, and then it was basically teaching itself how to play the game and how to fly. And I remember like going to bed that night and I just couldn't sleep. Like I had this like thing, like basically flying like a plane in like a 1980s computer, like teaching itself to fly and like learning all the dynamics. And basically, so this started out as a tribute to that game, which was very limited. There were only 6 missions. There was only like 2 aircraft you can fly and stuff like that. And basically, it's turned. Does anyone know DCS World? It's like, yeah, it's like a hardcore digital combat simulation. Like, you know, you can toggle all the controls. It like takes you 5 minutes to like toggle all the controls to get off the ground kind of stuff. So basically, this is like become a Roblox meets DCS. It's got like, initially there was like 1 ship, now there's like about 20. There was 1 carrier, now it's got a carrier battle group. You know, there's, you know, the city, there's day and night, there's weather effects, there's storms, there's lightning, there's clear weather, there's clouds, you know, the whole gamut. And I've just been basically doing little loops. And my workflow is I have a Google Doc, and then I just put features, and as I iterate, I just add to the document, and then I just strike through as like Kimmy ticks them off. Oh, and also, okay, this is important. So I'm a big believer in automation. So I basically got it to create a blog, which it updates itself. And I got it to create 3D STL files, so 3D print files for all the objects. And I got it to set up a store on Fourth Wall. And I got it to make merch, so you can get Hornet Bay merch. Oh, what happened to my 3D print? I did. Okay, so Marcus was supposed to like 3D print an example. But apparently I didn't send it to you. But but basically, and every time, and now I've basically given instructions. So every time you do an iteration and a major like release, go and update the blog. It automatically posts to the Facebook page. It helped me set up the Facebook page and all the social media, and that's all like automatically updating itself. All the commits to my Git. Okay, that's it, done. It's all automated. It's brilliant. I love it.